There is one celebration in Mexico I have always wanted to see. And because I happened to be overlanding through Mexico at the exact time this celebration would be taking place, you would think I made plans, reservations, bookings, tours, months, a year in advance. Nope, I made no plans, no bookings, no tours, nothing. I was last minute invited to stay in a house with 3 strangers and 2 dogs. And it ended up being the absolute best experience ever. We got to go around and see so many of the celebrations. And Camila and I even went to a party in Etla. At the end of the video, I will talk about that little adventure as well as where to go, what to do, how to dress, how to kind of navigate this amazing celebration as a foreigner. In addition to all the beautiful celebrations, my friend Shava, who wrote an entire book on drinks of Oaxaca, came out and spent the entire morning, afternoon with us, touring around, trying different drinks, learning all about their history. It was just an absolute blessing. And if there's anybody to learn about these drinks from, it is Shava. Highly, highly recommend the book. I will link it in the description. The preparation of Dia de los Muertos is vibrant and colorful. It is amazing to witness. As you drive through Mexico, you will see fields and fields and fields of marigold flowers, otherwise known as, I cannot say it, so I will just put the text, but it plays such a significant role in this celebration. They are considered the traditional flower of the dead. The vibrant marigolds are believed to guide spirits to the altars with their bright color and strong scent. The petals are often used to create elaborate paths leading to ofrendas, symbolizing a spiritual journey. It is believed that there is a thin barrier between the living and the deceased, allowing spirits to return and reunite with their families for a brief period of time. The lively celebrations, intricate altars, and heartfelt tributes during this sacred holiday reflect Mexican traditions of honoring the cycle of life and death with joy, love, and remembrance. This multi-day celebration involves families creating elaborate altars adorned with photographs, candles, incense, marigolds, sugar skulls, favorite foods of the departed, and other offerings like tequila or beer, anything that the person truly loved to welcome the spirits back to the world of the living. The history is rooted in indigenous Aztec rituals honoring the Lady of the Dead. Transformed through Spanish influence and Catholic traditions, the modern celebration of Dia de los Muertos is a unique blend of pre-Hispanic and colonial customs. It is most celebrated on November 1st and November 2nd. This coincides with the Catholic holidays of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. November 1st is the passing of all of the children, and November 2nd is the passing of all of the adults. If you want to paint your face, dress up, party, dance, drink, I highly recommend going to Etla. Please do not go to the cemeteries as a foreigner looking like that. And I highly recommend booking a tour because Camila and I did not have a tour. We got dropped off so far away and had to walk until we found the Bad Dogs of Oaxaca. We asked the guys if they had any space on their bikes and they happily took us all the way to Etla. We ended up hanging out with these guys the entire night. We had such a blast. Now, I'm not advocating for making risky decisions, but Camila is from Argentina. She speaks Spanish. We had a fantastic time. And if you ever find mezcal mixed with hibiscus in this bottle, buy a whole barrel. It is the best thing I have ever had to drink. Anyways, we had a blast. I highly recommend a tour because when it comes time to go home at 4 a.m., it is very difficult to get a taxi back to the city. And that wraps up our time in Oaxaca. I recommend planning in advance, having a car to get to those further places, and then using Uber within the city. From here, we went south and we camped on this big giant lake that was so stunning and peaceful. We saw this farmer 2 times a day with all of his goats. It was so relaxing, but I'm very curious about this lake. I really want to look up more information. There were so many coral-like structures surrounding the lake, and then all of the sand was mixed with so many seashells. At one point in time, this was part of the ocean, which is really crazy because we were a few hundred miles inland. That wraps up the entire video. Stay tuned for part 2 of Overlanding Mexico. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll check you later.